Sisters here, and today I'll be teaching you how to set up a guinea pig cage. So, obviously you're going to need to start out with the cage, and this is the Midwest guinea pig habitat, which is only suitable for 2 guinea pigs, well, up to 2 guinea pigs, unless you extend it. So, I'm not going to go into too much on cage size because you should look all that stuff up anyway and figure all that out. And so this is a pretty good sized store-bought cage. I got this off Amazon for really cheap. I don't ever recommend getting store-bought cages that are like by Super Pet or KT or whatever, because those are very much not suitable and are just not going to fit your guinea pig. I always go by rule of thumb is a 2 foot by 3 foot for 1 guinea pig, and 2 foot by 4 foot for 2, and 2 foot by 5 foot for 3, and so on, so on. So, yeah, that's pretty much how to go about sizing your cage. And also, if there is cages called CNC cages, which it means cubes in coroplast, and you could build those your own, or you can go on to guineapigcages.com and order pre-cut coroplast, and it'll come with the exact amount of grids you will need. Now you're going to need to add a substrate, which is also known as bedding. A lot of people make the mistake and use pine shavings or cedar shavings, which are actually very unsafe for your guinea pigs and can cause respiratory infections and many other problems. So I go with fleece bedding. A lot of people don't understand the concept of fleece and think it's gross, but in fact it's actually the most sanitary way of going about using bedding. But I'll also go over some safe beddings that you can use instead of fleece that they do sell at the pet store. So basically, fleece is just a fabric, as we all know, and so people think it's just fleece and that's it. That is not the case. Some people buy pre-cut liners and whatever, but I just personally fold mine. So underneath the fleece, I have 2 layers of towels, and over on this side, actually, this is a pee pad that is made for bed use for like humans, so it absorbs a lot. So basically what happens is the fleece will not absorb the pee whatsoever. What will actually happen is the pee will seep through the fleece and onto whatever's underneath it. So the towels underneath will absorb up the pee and leave your guinea pigs dry on top. You can obviously do as many layers of towels or whatnot underneath, but I prefer to do 2 or more because 1 is just simply not enough unless you plan on cleaning the cage 3 or more times a week. I personally clean my cage twice a week to keep the odor down, and so yeah. And so some safe beddings that you can use other than fleece, there's Carefresh, but never buy the scented Carefresh because that is just simply not safe. And Carefresh is basically just like a paper bedding. You can also use, it's the same thing as like Oxbow. You can use all sorts of that kind of stuff. I would just look into it before you actually buy any bedding. Never buy any scented beddings or anything like that. And the only safe wood bedding that is out there is Aspen Shavings. It doesn't have a large scent to it, and it's just overall safe for your small pet, and this goes for any small pet. So yeah, definitely stay away from pine and cedar. Now the next thing is probably one of the most important things, is food and water. So as you can see, I added my second level, which you obviously don't need. It's really all up to you and what your cage looks like. So basically you're going to start out with water. I have 2 water bottles. These are each 32-ounce water bottles. And you fill these up daily and make sure that they are always full and are always fresh water, because why would you want to drink a day-old water or whatever, because it tastes gross, right? So you don't have to have 2 water bottles, but depending on the amount of guinea pigs you have, it's always good to have an extra one, because say you have a guinea pig and then the other one wants to have a drink, it can't really drink because the other one's drinking from it, so I always prefer to have 2. And now for food, I always like having ceramic food dishes because guinea pigs tend to tip over their food bowls a lot. And so this one is from the secondhand store. It's a heart shape, and I got it for $2, which is really cheap. And it holds a lot, but guinea pigs, I go over this in another video, which I can link down below, with like proper guinea pig diet. Guinea pigs only get 1/8 cup of pellets a day per piggy. So my guinea pigs already had their pellets this morning, and that is why I do not have any food right now in the bowl. Next, you're going to need a hay rack of some sort. There's so many different varieties of things you could hold your hay in. You could hold your hay in a hay wheel. You could put it in a hay bag, a hay rack. You can just simply put it on the floor. But guinea pigs need hay 24/7. So what I did was I took a grid that I had left over from making this second level, and I bent it in half, and I just shoved a bunch of Timothy hay in. You're always going to want to have a place for your guinea pig to hide. Guinea pigs are naturally very skittish animals and definitely need somewhere to hide at all times. It doesn't matter if they don't use it or whatnot, but they should always have it as an option, because if you felt unsafe and you had nowhere to run, you'd feel pretty uncomfortable and you really just wouldn't want to be in that situation. So always provide houses. I always provide 2 houses because since 2 guinea pigs live in this cage, I don't want fighting over, because my guinea pigs are adults and 2 guinea pigs can't really fit in this one, so I always add that one. And hides come in all sorts of sizes. You can even make your own by taking a cardboard box and cutting out a hole in the front. You could just do a whole bunch of different things, and a whole lot of things can be used as hides. Next, guinea pigs need things to chew on and play with. This only stimulates their mind. It also trims their teeth, because guinea pigs, like most other small animals, have continuously growing teeth, and if not trimmed and shortened, the teeth can actually overgrow and grow into the gums and the palates, and that is just so uncomfortable. I can't even imagine having your teeth grow into your palate, and most of the time it's not a fixable problem, and your guinea pig will eventually starve to death, and yeah, it's just not enjoyable. So your pet stores will always carry a range of toys, wooden toys. I always like to switch out the toys every once in a while because guinea pigs love stimulation and they like different things and they like variety. Now, if you can't or don't have enough money to get these small chew toys, you can always make your own, such as just take cardboard rolls. You can stuff hay in these, and there's plenty of tutorials here on YouTube on what to do for that. So that is all there is to my video on how to set up a guinea pig home. Here is Andy and Jinx, the little fellows that live in the cage. I was just using that as an example, and they've been having some playtime while I've been in their cage, and they pooped a lot. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything like that, just please comment down below or shoot me an email. So thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.